Hello and welcome to sunny Braywick Park for Maidenhead against Bracknell. We've got what's set to be a very, very good day of rugby here. We've got Bracknell, who are flying quite high this season. They, I think, are in 4th in the league, and then Maidenhead in a bit of a scrap. But what it's set to be a very, very good day of rugby. Maidenhead enjoy playing here, and hopefully we can make a statement. We'll take you through some team information. We're just finalising that. We'll take you through some team information in a couple of seconds, and then we can go from there. Okay, so team information is in. So Bracknell first. We've got Hodge, Walters, Grattan, Dunks, Henderson, Hoyt, Scott, and McKinnon. That's their pack. And then at 9, Wall, and then 10, Hardwick, 12, Johnson, 13, O'Connor, 14, Boys, 11, Cannon, and 15 is Butiel, I think is how you pronounce his name. And we'll take you through the Maidenhead lineup in just a second as well. So for Maidenhead, slightly different setup, but we've got the stalwart Elio Mandozi on his 100th cap. Great occasion against the local rivals, so hopefully he has a stormer for us today. Nick Abramashvili at hooker, and Josh Nicol at tight head. John Adams and Phil Wells make up your second row, and Wellesley will be captaining us today. Then Nick Riding and Gilly on the flanks, and George Swin at 8. Lucas Norton at 9, James Marsh at 10, James Gilman at 12, Tom Marland at 13, Drew Prince back in his rightful position on the right wing, Greg Smith at fullback, and then Boris Ames at 11. So a couple of new faces there, but all of the new faces have had an absolute storming start to their Maidenhead career, so hopefully they can continue. We're about 10 minutes or so away from kickoff, so the boys are just going through their final routines. There's a bit of run-throughs going on out here, and hopefully, as I say, we're set for a very good day of rugby here at Braywick. And if you can spot in the crowd any fancy outfits, it's also our Christmas social, so you may very well see some elf and reindeer wandering around the ground.
Hello, ladies and gents. That's the voice of another Maidenhead stalwart, Jake Leach, with you there, and alongside myself, we'll be taking you through another chapter in this fabled rivalry. We'll put it in a nice way.
Yeah.
Be a lot of boys out there. It'll be their first taste of a game like this. A couple of the young lads, a few of the new boys coming over on both sides. So it'd be interesting to see whether that same fight is in them that is going to be in the boys that have played in this more times than they would like to admit to.
Yeah, definitely. I think, I mean, every time we play Bracknell, it's very attritional. They're a very well-drilled side. They're very organised. And I think it takes a different level of intensity for a game like this. So, you know, hopefully the boys are up for it, and hopefully we can get that win, like I said earlier.
Yep, similar strips as the warm-up. Bracknell with their the yellow stripe across on the left-hand side. Maidenhead warming up in their typical position on this pitch. It's a lovely day out here. There's a bit of a breeze going through, but nothing that should affect the play style too much. A nice chill in the air that'll keep all the boys on their toes. So yeah, it should be a good one.
It's keeping me on my toes. I should have worn more layers.
And if at any point you hear the soft rattling of a bell over the mic, that's because I'm in elf costume as well.
I didn't realise you had bells on the back of it.
We like to have fun.
He's even got the pointy shoes that go with an elven costume. It's interesting, Tommy. Slightly different warm-up process for Maidenhead here. They've not gone through their usual warm-up. They've spent a lot more time in units and spent a lot more time running through things. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think it's kind of testament to where the squad is at the moment, that maybe Mobsy feels like it needs the extra time coming together as a group rather than kind of the individuals that we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
Bracknell kind of just going for their traditional punch each other in the face in the warm-up.
Another point for today, we've got a ref here who's being assessed. He's hoping to be assessed at level 5 level, so could be a good day for him as well, and hopefully he has an absolute stormer.
Bracknell just starting to make their way inside now. We're about 10 minutes away from kick-off. Maidenhead staying out a little bit longer, having a kind of last team talk from WG and Mobsy.
Yeah. Interesting that we've got a lot of non-playing team members down to help with the warm-up. Like, you can see Will Manning there walking alongside the boys. He's helped them with their warm-up, helped get defensive pods up in line-outs, for example. So yeah, it's really good to see boys just mucking in and getting involved.
Yeah, and good to see Eminem on the Maidenhead sideline as well. Greeno deciding to go for the bleach blondo.
He's trying to roll back the years.
Yeah.
One thing I actually didn't cover in the team sheets was the bench. So for Maidenhead, we've got Jay Kuhn, Dan Barber and Josh Moscadini. And then for Bracknell, I am just going to have to look it up. They have got Clarkson, Smith and Castle on the bench. So hopefully those guys will have an impact when they get some game time. I know Jay Kuhn's very, very keen to make an impact on the game, especially after all of his high rocks and less pies. Both teams now gone in, so we're expecting them out fairly shortly, and hopefully the game gets underway even a little bit early would be nice, so we can go and enjoy our Christmas social, Tom.
Because after all, that's what we're all here for.
The rugby is very much a side piece to the Christmas social. Today, our headline sponsor, I believe, is Intacta, so a massive thank you to them. Very, very big sponsors of Maidenhead, and they offer massive support to the club. So yeah, very, very grateful for them, and hopefully they have a great day watching the rugby here, and enjoy all the free pints that they are inevitably going to get from us.
And a decent crowd starting to form.
Yeah.
Stands filling up nicely as we check in with our referee for the day.
You should hopefully hear the ref come over the bike.
That's fine. That's all?
That's fine, Sam. Sam, that's fine. Yeah, I've checked yours. Yours is fine. I think so.
There we go. Cameraman Anthony has just confirmed we do have the ref connected up, so...
Oh, I can now. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, guys.
Stand's getting busy, isn't it, actually? I expect it to be a full house here, to be fair, with the weather and with the fixture.
Yeah, I mean, and Bracknell always like to bring people across as well. It's always good to have a couple of away fans in.
Yeah.
It helps build the atmosphere. Not sure and not seeing whether we'll have the trademark klaxon.
No, yeah, interesting. I haven't seen it yet. I've been here for about an hour and I haven't seen the klaxon, so it might just be the dulcet tones of the Maidenhead non-players who have been at the Bear earlier on today.
It's Charlie. Everyone else turned up to the pub out of their costumes, and he was the only one when I first dropped him with
So forwards are supposed to be reindeers, and Anthony's probably going to zoom in on him now, but Charlie has decided to turn up in a donkey outfit and they decided that that's good enough to be a reindeer, which is somewhat questionable.
I respect it.
I mean, it's got 4 legs, I suppose.
Just coming up, jumping. Just doing what's there.
So Tommy, talk to us. What are you expecting from Maidenhead early doors here? How do you think we're going to try and assert ourselves on this game?
I think that there's kind of a new way of playing so far this season, especially in the backs, being a bit more straightforward, a bit more kind of go and get 'em, being led by Tommy Marland, who's just a one-man wrecking crew in the centre.
Yeah.
And so it'd be interesting whether they try that again. Traditionally, Maidenhead always been on the smaller side, kind of going round the outside, whereas Bracknell have kind of brought the physical presence.
Yeah.
That kind of dynamic has changed a little bit this season, and it's nice to see something new down at Braywick Park.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully Tommy and the rest of the boys can get as fired up as they always do, and go and bring some proper pressure.
Yeah, for sure. I think also really key is keep an eye on Gilman and Ames at 12 and 11, because they have, as I said, had a really great start to their career at Maidenhead. Really exciting players, great distribution skills, and Boris is electrically quick, which is what we like to see on the wing. So yeah, I think those two will be really key today, and alongside, as you said, Tommy Marland. But I think the pack here have to really lead from the front. They've got to get that quick front football right. They've got to blitz through the rucks. Bracknell traditionally love to compete at the rucks and slow the ball down. So, if we can get that quick ball, I think that'll be really key. So Bracknell out onto the pitch here, closely followed by Maidenhead. Bracknell obviously playing from left to right in the first half in their traditional green strip. And Big Tony leading the boys out on his 100th cap. Absolute club legend. He would have got there much sooner if he didn't leave for Rams, but very well deserved for him. He really is a Maidenhead legend.
A good cheer for the Maids boys as they make their way out, grab hold of their Centurion. One last huddle for the leaders, Wellesley, Greg Smith, to kind of instill in them anything that wasn't said in the changing rooms, try and get them up for this game, because it'll be Maidenhead with hands on the ball first. Hardwick to get us started off. He'll be sending this ball into a clear, crisp December air.
So Maidenhead will be looking to secure this and probably exit and just nullify any sort of early pressure that Bracknell are going to try and put on from the kick-off, I think. Lucas Norton, traditionally very good from the box kick, so that's probably what I'd expect. Unless we end up inside the 22, we might go from 10.
Yeah, and to get us started in the next chapter, and as we said, this fabled rivalry, and we're underway.
Nicely claimed from Wellesley there, and some good meters there as well.
Gilly to take the first up tackle,
Good,
no tippers
Gilly.
on. Bracknell slowing the ball down in the ruck there. Lucas will take his time, get his guards in place, and this one will be boxed up to the sky.
Good kick chase there from Maidenhead. They've got to the 22, to the 10 nicely. Good shot from Nick Riding as well.
Yeah, collected by Hoyt at the back. Bracknell will go out the back. There is space if they want to go. Marsh at 10, forced to make a tackle out wide, and the step inside is really good. It's clear, puts the ball in behind. Norton to chase on.
Gathers nicely Norton there and gets the fend away. That's excellent from Lucas.
And not exactly the kick he was after, but still gets the clearance, and Maidenhead will just try and make the tackle just outside the 10 space. Seen in the backfield, I think he was just past halfway.
That's a little knock on there for Maidenhead. So an early opportunity here to assert themselves at the scrum from Bracknell. That's a really intelligent kick there from Bracknell. Space in behind. We saw the backfield was out of position after a little bit of kick tennis, and really great kick from them. Joshy Nicol here is going to be looking to do a job at the scrum. Obviously Tony is always solid in the scrum, but Joshy is an absolute animal, so hopefully he can get some ascendancy here and we can get out of here nice and easy.
Yeah, and Bracknell 14 boys just sitting in the pocket there. He'll be eyeing up the Maidenhead back line, thinking where's best to go and find some joy on the try line. Set!
Nice and solid there.
Yeah, really stable scrum. Ball does come out. It'll go to midfield. The switch, bit of a mix.
Great shot from James Marsh there.
Yeah, I think
really great.
Bit of a mix-up in the backs there, and a little bit slow, kind of running into each other a bit. But it's well read from the back line. Good tackle. But Bracknell do still have the ball, and it's still going. It'll go be the cross field. There is a lot of space. Not the biggest dead ball areas on this pitch, and so always tough when you want to try and drop it in there. It's always going to roll.
Yeah, a bit of a let-off actually for Maidenhead, because Bracknell had quite a lot of pressure there, and I think they could have probably just kept the ball and been a bit more patient. But as it stands, they'll get the ball back from the goal line dropout and have another opportunity.
Yeah, a goal line dropout is, I always think, it's almost worth pushing that, especially when you have a drop kicker without necessarily the leg to clear the halfway line. If you've got an absolute monster who can, then it's an asset. But realistically, against most 10s in this league, you'll get the ball back and almost at the 22 with a good carry. So, and that's exactly what's happened here.
Indeed.
He pulls the fake.
Swinney's done quite well there.
Bit of an unconventional tackle in the end, but we carry on playing. McKinnon with the carry, gets held up by Wells and Riding. Tackle has been made. Referee happy with it. And a tip out the back. There is space. There's 3-on-2 out wide.
Greg's going to swim here. Yeah, that's actually really well defended in the end again. Got caught very short and still managed to get them down.
And a really nice miss pass running at Swinney's weak shoulder. A bit of a passive tackle as well. Gives up the yards. A lot of space around the rucks here. That's a really nice step inside. He's looked to throw that dummy a few times. Hard work already. That one coming off again. Throw the dummy, step back inside, a little bit of a fend, and a really tidy finish.
Yeah, it's slightly concerning signs for Maidenhead. They don't seem to be able to get into the game just yet. Very early days, obviously, but Bracknell look very organised and well drilled. Hopefully the boys can find an answer, can get that defence set a bit earlier, and stop these guys at source a bit better.
So try and conversion to come for number 10 Hardwick.
I think someone might have let a monkey loose at Braywick, or a baboon, or a hyena, something like that.
So a really good start from Bracknell. That consistent pressure wasn't alleviated with the kind of missed kick that rolled dead, and then they capitalised 7-0.
Yeah, I think like you said, Maidenhead have been a little bit passive, and I think that's something that we're going to look to change quite quickly. Even there, that off the kick-off, they've managed to get over the gain line.
Yeah, a couple of passive tackles kind of tying together here.
That was better.
There's numbers on if Bracknell do go wide. Good drift defence. Yeah, nothing on. A really nice boot in the air. Greg is underneath it. Always tough, always difficult to take those over the shoulder, but does well. Norton in the backfield. Eyes up into the backfield. Oh, a bit of a skew. That one's going straight out.
No, he's done really well there.
Yeah, not the kick he was after, but you can't really argue with that.
Yeah.
chance to have a look and contest in the line.
Yeah, 40-metre gain. Can't complain too much, especially after it skews off the side of his boot.
One of those where as soon as it comes off, scrunched up his face and started looking at it sideways, hoping it was going to stay in.
Yeah. This is tactically, I think, where Maidenhead want to play, though, right? We want to pin Bracknell back and then have them have to exit, have to run it from deep. We don't want to give them free line-outs or free scrums in our half, because it's just too easy for them to retain the ball at the moment.
Yeah, really good collection from Dunks in the middle there. Got up nice and high, clear, and the rumble carries on. Wellesley and Josh Nicol a little bit slow to get back round the corner and stem the tide there. The ball is free to play. Really, really simple down the blind side there. The ball is on inside. Does manage to get it away. Unlucky. Just can't collect it. It looks like that was actually off Maidenhead. If the ref's going to wonder if he'll give the knock-on for that. Yeah.
He has. Oh, he's given a knock-on by Bracknell.
Yeah, I think the ball kind of... A knock-on, yeah, be a Maidenhead put in. I think it did come off the Maidenhead leg before going out, but referee happy with the knock-on first.
Yeah, and that in itself there from Maidenhead is just a little bit soft. We've let them get a rumble on in the maul because we weren't prepared for them to maul it. Didn't get the blitz right, and then as they've trundled up, we've failed to fold around the blind side, and they've had a 3-on-1 with Josh Nicol.
Yeah, so it's the problem when on those ones somebody has to stay blind. They kind of brought it quite nicely to open up some space down the blind, and you could see War, the 9, eyeballing that blind side for about half an hour before he decided to pull it and actually go. Any 9 in the world put him 1-on-1 against the front rower down the blind side, and they're going to make something happen.
Yeah,
so
for sure. Josh did actually put in a really great shot, but
yeah. Maidenhead take a little step backwards, but
that's a great result from Josh and Elio there.
Yeah, took the shove that came, kind of steadied it, and then the counter shove is what gets him the pen. Looks like it's boring in from the outside.
Josh Nicol really is such an intelligent scrummager, because he actually got done on the engage there and then still managed to find an angle to pick and to find a weak slot in that scrum. Really, really intelligent scrummaging from Josh.
So that's Hodge, Walters and Grattan in the front row for Bracknell. And in the pie eating contest, it's 1-0 Maidenhead.
Salads don't win scrums. Nice from Maidenhead, that. A good sack from Bracknell as well.
Yeah, it was. Wellesley got up nicely. Maybe not the zip on the ball that we really would like, but... Apologies for the... just sort the ref mic out a little bit. As Elio goes rumbling on his own, is supported by Nick. As Marsh looks wide, comes out the back. There is space there if they can go. Well wrapped up in the backfield. Johnson there making a good tackle.
I suspect if we don't get meters soon, we are going to kick. We don't really want to be playing here, because if we make a mistake, it's too easy for Bracknell. And this is kind of why we're kind of just overplaying in the middle of the park a little bit. And now Bracknell have got possession on our 10-metre line. Yeah,
it's good pressure. When you go out of the back, you've got to be prepared that if you read it, that's something like that's going to happen. Good collection from Drew. He read that kick and dropped into a little bit of space, gave him time. This one, it looks like it's going to be carried back. There is space there for Hardwick. Little mover. Marlin wraps up. Really good tackle. Settles the ball in the nice half.
And that's a fantastic shot from Phil Wells.
Yeah, again, that's 2 fantastic tackles, kind of just knocking it back. This one, presumably, is going to be box kicked. Yeah. So... Norton sets up in the backfield. It is going to go to the Maidenhead 9. Will he go up and under? Really nice footwork. There is space there.
He is amazingly strong for someone so small as well, Lucas.
Really well done from Phil Wells. Realised there was no 9. Gets in and plays it quick. They can go wide. Are they going to play? Gilly likes the ball in his hands. Good tackle as well. Ball comes loose. Marlin does fantastic. Drew's very, very isolated out there. Does well to beat one.
That's well tidied up from Bracknell, but knocked on by Bracknell.
Ooh, wow, that is harsh.
I didn't see a knock on from up here, but looks like maybe the ref saw something that I didn't.
Yeah, I think the referee thinking it was kind of just fumbled a tiny bit on the floor. really good feet from Drew first up.
To be fair, actually, I think the ref got that right. The 8 did dive on it, then went past the ball, and the ball then did dribble forward back to him. So, well done, referee. You know more than I do.
Yeah. Drew will be very happy with that, to get one up on his opposite number. It's kind of the dream as a back three, as you want to get the ball in your hands early on in the game, have a go at your opposite man, and if you can get one over, then he's going to be thinking about that for the rest. So and Maidenhead 7 points in the hole, but with an attacking scrum in the attacking half. This one will be a play. Greggy has to straighten up.
Here to the new signing, Boris.
Takes 3 to bring him down. Bracknell have been tied in quite nicely, and there's a lot of width if they do go.
John Adams done really well there, because he wasn't expecting that, and he's picked it off his knees and then still managed to secure the ball.
As James goes for the little switcher, I mean, a bit of a hospital pass that he actually asked for.
I thought that went forward, but clearly not.
Good shot outside from Boris there. And you can see the numbers on the back, that is the Maidenhead 1, 2 and 3 as 3 of our outside defenders, which is never really what you want to see, especially with a team as quick as Bracknell. Do get the penalty. I think Gilly perhaps with stickier fingers than he should have had. Yeah,
there's a bit of concern for the Bracknell 4 here, which is Dunks. There's a little bit of discomfort. So that's much more positive from Maidenhead for the last sort of 5 minutes or so. I think they've looked to play a lot quicker first of all, and they've also picked the right areas to play. After the kick that gave Bracknell possession back, they've managed to sort of identify space a bit better, and I think better signs so far. So I've just been given some information. We were talking about Lucas Norton, our 9. So I've been told that he was recently training with Newcastle Falcons, or Newcastle Red Bulls, sorry, as they're now known, and is a Durham University boy. So some information about him for you.
But he is still eligible.
He is still eligible. Yeah, he is still eligible.
The traditional nowhere shout on a pen.
Such terrible chat, isn't it?
It is, even if somebody were to sky bomb one into the 5 metre channel from the halfway line, you still have somebody going nowhere.
In whoever said its defence, it wasn't the best penalty kick from Bracknell there.
And kicking from the boys in green has been pretty solid so far, so I think you feel a bit let down with that. But you'd rather it kick short that goes out than one that stays in. So
again, Bracknell getting gain line here, and that's really important for how they want to play their rugby.
Lovely tip from the front rower.
It's penalty advantage for not rolling against Tom Marlin there.
And we'll come back for the offside.
Yeah, it was actually really well tidied up by Maidenhead, and then obviously the Bracknell had the advantage, so back we come. This is kind of what we were speaking about earlier. It's a little bit easy for Bracknell to retain ball in this area, and then eventually a penalty will come or a mistake, and it's a prime attacking position for them.
Again, not the cleanest kick off the pen. Came off the boot, but that one made significantly more metres. So they'll have a chance. You've got to think that the little conversation that's going on right now, Hoyt, Henderson, 2 locks thinking, we marched on the last maul we did, albeit one from the halfway line, but in an attacking position, you would expect something similar.
Yeah, for sure. If I'm Bracknell here, I'm 100% trying to hit middle or back, and I'm looking to maul this more or less to the try line. And from a Maidenhead perspective, they're going to have to sack or blitz through here. Little bit of a let off there, having the mistake at the line out.
Yeah, I don't think that was the call. The tip down to 9. That was just couldn't get both hands on it. Well chopped in midfield as the ball does spill loose. Really nice offload. Greg Smith will have to make the tackle. Does well with the help from Tommy Marlin coming back. Bracknell really on the offensive. There's the silly penalty given away. Elio getting
has to pull them wide here.
It's going to come again. Another oh, that's really nice feet. And the forward pass. Wow, that is unlucky. Really, really unlucky. Lovely feet, and then threw a delicious pass.
Yeah.
Can't quite see the angle from here, but
yeah, I mean, again, this is absolutely perfect for Bracknell. Capitalised on a little error at the breakdown. The guards weren't quite in place, and they've got you would like to think they've got a nice easy 3 points from here, and then Maidenhead are 10-0 down. I think we just seem a little bit frantic in D, Tommy. Would you agree with that?
I do, yeah. I think there's a lot of people kind of just flying in on top of piles and 4 people making the same tackle, but it's not dominant tackles, and it's kind of coming a little bit too late.
Yeah, and I think it comes from the race to shape. I think we're a little bit slower to get into shape than Bracknell's attack, so we're constantly picking slightly the wrong tackle or slightly the wrong line to hit.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's scramble defence even from a set play.
Yeah.
As Greggy takes this one short, and it just clears 10. It is really nicely. That one looks like it's going to be offside.
That's our penalty. Our scrum. Oh, he looked like he was in front to me.
Yeah. I think maybe a bit of a let off for that, but the Maidenhead put in, and then another attacking spot. Really nice kick off from Greggy. That you often see him go deep, and then use people like Wellesley and Swinney to go and try and wrap them up and force the box kick back. That time opted him for a short one. Not sure whether that was a conscious call, something behind the sticks maybe that was said.
I think it's probably to combat the Bracknell carry. They often load their backfield with their biggest carriers. So pinning it deep, all you do is pick out those big carriers.
Yeah, you've seen Hoyt, the Bracknell 6, drop into the pocket a few times already. Drew, really nice flow inside. Greggy gets the handoff away. And the spill, and there is a penalty. That's a really nice play from Maidenhead.
Really, really great feet from Greggy and great offload. Drew will be a little bit disappointed not to have held on to that, but nice penalty opportunity here for Maids.
He will be, and O'Connor makes the covering tackle well, but should never really be falling for that dummy and step inside from Greggy, and should really have better coverage coming from his inside as well. Maidenhead were 2 against 4 out wide there, and so it wasn't that much threat.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've seen it quite a lot at this level with teams that almost drift by default, no matter the numbers, and that's actually what's led to Greggy being able to get to that soft shoulder, because they've drifted. Maybe they didn't cover the space well enough. I'm not sure, but for me, it felt like, as you said, a 4-on-2. They can just quite easily kill that attack before it starts.
Yeah, lovely nudge from Greg to cancel out the pen down the other end.
It would be good. It would be a good confidence boost that for Maids, getting on the scoreboard and getting into the game, as it were. And it also highlights that these guys aren't unbeatable, and we have found holes consistently, and now we can start to build on this platform.
As Hardwick will get us going again with the game 10-3 in Bracknell's favour. Collection in the back. Gilly with a little sidestep that he always likes to throw out. We'll go for a couple more phases. Interesting to see whether Nick Ryan gets away. Does beat one. He's got John Adams on his inside. Absolutely fantastic shot. And just a brain fart, an absolute brain fart. So does an unbelievable tackle. Nick kind of running out of ideas. There was wasn't there and quick enough, but after a great chop, just doesn't come through the gate properly, and a little fumble.
Yeah, I actually thought he did really well to start with, to get on his feet and get hands on the ball, and then he knocked it on, because there was no Maidenhead player there. To all intents and purposes, the ruck hasn't yet, and he's entitled to pick that ball up.
Yeah,
left free.
The Maid Sport has kind of support has got to realise who the ball carrier was. Like, when you've got a back row forward trundling through the backfield, the last thing on his mind is giving the ball up, so you've got to be there to support the ruck rather than necessarily the offload. There is space, really good, well read from Lucas Norton.
Might be an option to go wide here.
Greg will go for the spiral. It actually worked out quite nice. Doesn't quite beat the 15 with the bounce, as he'll couple of sidesteps. Good kick chase. Ran out of ideas. Well covered. Entire 3 men in the backfield. But they are going to go blind, and there is space there. Can't defend a bounce pass, and that's a beautiful bounce pass actually. Nice fend. He'll have to go to ground. As Bracknell come up over the halfway line.
Oh, he's lost that ball in contact. Got away with it there though. One thing that I'm noticing, Maidenhead are defending far too narrow down the left wing. A couple of times we've been beaten by a miss pass, and they've got traction with 30-40 metres, so something that I think Mobsy will look to address at half time. Yeah,
and it's interesting, clearly the kick defence is something that they've spoken about. You don't often see as much coverage in the backfield as Maidenhead are doing, worried about the one over the top, but it's kind of leaving them a man short in the actual line.
Excellent tackle from Marshy there as well. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, it's slight in stature, but does throw his weight about really well, does young James.
And Wellesley is having an absolute stormer so far.
Bracknell will definitely look to go wide. Kills on the outside, a front row forward as the outside defender there with men. Should have gone through the hands. This one will be the miss pass wide. Another great carry.
Shot from Tom Marlon though.
Good shot as well. Cannon making some serious meters on the Bracknell left wing.
Oh, that's an excellent turnover from Nick Riding. He is so strong over the ball. Deadlift world record holder as well, just as we like to plug for him, but he really is an animal over the ball.
As Marshy will get us up the field.
Yeah, that's really, really positive from Maidenhead, because Bracknell have had numbers there on about 3 or 4 occasions. Maidenhead covered it well, and then eventually the mistake comes where the support is light and Big Nick can get over the ball.
Yeah, when you watch Nick doing his work, getting around the park, that's what he's waiting for a positive tackle as Gilly collects the kind of messed up line out.
We are very fortunate to get away with that. That's definitely gone forward off Phil Wells.
And Bracknell unlucky not to get the steal there as well. The no-look one out the back. A late shot on the Maidenhead 10. Boris inside and and he just the ball away. Very close to into the corner there. Tommy Marlon will run it in.
That's a fantastic shot, but really well offloaded by John there.
Hands on the ground there. The referee saw as well. Not a lot of space to play for Maidenhead here. Really well wrapped up again.
This is excellent defence from Bracknell.
It is. Stem the flow beautifully. As Gilly will look to create another moment of magic.
But what's really nice is that Maidenhead haven't panicked. They've just gone back to their shape. They've gone back to playing their runners off 10. And suddenly we've got another soft shoulder.
And
Drew Prince has been bundled, I think is a kind term, by 4 of their players.
Yeah, good feat from Boris to open up the space for Drew. Always one of those that looks better than it actually is. Always you think you're in space, and then suddenly that space closes very quickly.
Fantastic cover defence from Bracknell though. I think that was actually a hooker and a second row working really hard to get across to the winger. In a somewhat disappointing turn of events, the klaxon appears to have made an appearance.
This will be a defensive one. You'd expect a little bit of a maul here as well. We'll see what Bracknell opt for. Swinney will compete and does get up, and Elio collects the second ball really well. So now Maidenhead will look to.
Gilly's in here.
And Gilly slips the tackle. A bit of a slap at the ground from Grattan with the missed tackle on the Maidenhead hate. Gilly very slippery when he needs to be. Squeezes through the hole and evens this game up.
Yeah, no, this is really good signs from Maidenhead here. George Swin has done fantastically well in the line out there. He has taken a bit of a knock, but I'm sure it's just I'm sure Charlene will strap him up and put some magic spray on it and he'll be fine. But the shapes are good, the patience is good, the finishing's good. So yeah, really good signs here.
Yeah, that'll be one that the Bracknell forwards coaches will be having a look after the game. Front ball, line out. You know there's going to be a competition. Is there something more, like throw the dummy, do something in there to a bit of disguise?
Yeah, it's just a little bit predictable when you're 5 metres out, isn't it? You know, everyone likes to have their banker ball 5 metres out, and it's generally pretty easy to defend if you're just going to throw it to the front. So yeah, I mean, the Bracknell line out usually functions really well. So a rare mistake for them, and Maidenhead are the beneficiaries.
And just like that, we are all even in this game with the try from Chris Gill, number 8, and the conversion from Greg Smith.
Good work again from Wellesley to get away from the initial challenge and bring it infield, give Lucas a nicer angle.
Yeah, and Johnson with some nice physicality, just letting Wellesley know he's there as well, coming in for the double tackle.
There we go, Lucas will be looking to get this inside the 15s, I'd have thought.
And this one will come right down the throat of the big man. Hoyt does well to get in the air.
Shot from Drew Prince.
And I think...
and Maids have got this ball there.
Oh, and Elio cannot pick it up.
Excellent kick chase and fantastic counter-up from Maidenhead, though. The boys are really up for this now. They're really playing well.
That one will go in Drew's end-of-season highlight reels. David and Goliath going on there.
Do you know what? Every time I watch Drew play, it just reminds me of Scrappy Doo. Oh, thank you very much to the person in the chat that said commentary is absolutely class. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Bracknell will have the put in. They're about 7 or 8 metres from the right sideline.
They've got a nudge on here.
And another great scrum. Definitely something that Brad will be happy with, seeing that. And that's going to come down with snow on top in this winter night. Greggy's underneath it.
Excellent take from Greggy, and great footwork to get away from his man.
Oh, and he just couldn't find the space to get the one in the backfield. Bracknell did have it covered, but just keeps hold of the ball, and Maidenhead will build an attack. And the bounce pass, Gilly comes out the back door for some reason. I mean, there was a lot of space to play there.
Maids have actually been very unlucky at that scrum, because the hook came out the tunnel and then somehow it was kept in, and the Bracknell scrum just disintegrated. But the ref obviously was happy with the ball played away. But I think if Josh and Elio can get the same nudge on again, the ref must have to start to think, Maidenhead are dominant here. There's something not quite right.
Yeah, the boys will be licking their lips after that last one. They've already got the one pen. Had a lot of pressure in the last one. This is where you need to continue to do so. As soon as you can't rely on winning your own scrum ball, that's when the game plan starts to having to change, and that's what Maidenhead are looking to force Bracknell into.
Yeah, for sure.
We've got Hoyt at the back playing 8 with 6 on his back. Gives the netball chest pass.
That's a great option. Yeah, that's a really nice kick from Bracknell, just to turn the Maidenhead boys around and pin them deep, and force their set piece to function. Yeah,
they kind of go in against the grain. Typically, when you're in your back 3, as soon as the ball goes one way, that player on that side in the backfield will come up and join the line. But by switching the play, you kind of mess up that pendulum system, and they caught kind of space in that backfield as a player stepped up that maybe should have stayed back. Maybe not as many metres as he would have liked on the kick, and especially with a really good line-out claim from Wellesley there.
Yeah, and that's another good sign from Maidenhead. The set piece is functioning nicely.
Yeah, asking a lot of Amesy just to run face up against the front rowers coming out of that line. Does well to stay in the game.
That's not the line that I would have wanted to run.
Yeah. And this one will stay on the pitch. Boris with a great chase.
And a great tackle.
I think Boris just kind of halted his run, thinking that the ball was actually going to come out to him there, instead of just running straight through it. This one will go straight down Greggy's throat.
Here we go, 2-on-1 if Drew can get there.
And well wrapped up. Greggy was looking for that dummy and stepped back inside to the soft one. Does well to just grab hold of the shirt as Nick Ryden will blast one up the middle.
Another great carry from Nick. He's put himself about all game so far.
Well
taken from Elio.
and
He's through.
Passed inside,
Tom
great
Marlin.
offload to Tommy Marlin. Oh, and the ball goes down. This one will be a knock-on, I think. Forcing one too many offloads, I think.
Yeah, it's just a fraction inaccurate at the moment from Maidenhead. And we've had a couple of opportunities to get an offload away, and it's not quite gone to hand. You think of the Drew Prince one earlier where he just spilt it, or that one where the ball just went to floor. I think we need to be a little bit happier to take the 20 metres and reset and find another soft shoulder or find another hole. We don't have to score every time we break the line.
Just watching that one back on the replay, and it's actually a really nice offload back inside from Elio. Really soft hands from the big man.
Especially from the position that he was in, where catching the ball above his head and having to try not to have his ribs broken by the Bracknell back row.
Yeah, it's the benefit of having quads like tree trunks, is he can pull a little goosey and get through a hole when he has to.
I thought you were going to say it's a benefit of all the winter padding he's got.
Yeah, the triple meal deal before the game. And Bracknell will try the same sort of idea here.
That's an excellent kick if that finds ground. Oh, well covered by Greggy.
This one you'll think will go straight off the pitch.
Yeah, get it off and reset.
Yeah, I mean, Bracknell make a few metres from that. They'll be pretty happy with the outcome of that whole thing.
Yeah. I think if Maidenhead can apply some pressure here in the back line, though, before the 10-metre line, actually Maidenhead will be pretty happy with that, because then Bracknell are playing, in this sort of no man's land, and it only takes one mistake.
Bracknell will take their time coming into the line-out discussions. We've had a few front balls, lost the last. This one will go right to the back. Bit of a wayward throw. Does well to just tip it back to his side as the two of the ball wrecking crew of Maidenhead fall flat onto him.
See, that's exactly what I was talking about. Oh, offside. Okay. That would have been exactly what I was talking about. This illustrated my point perfectly, but then we gave away a penalty. But yeah, that's just pretty silly from Maidenhead. We didn't need to be offside there. Bracknell were on the back foot, and for whatever reason, we just forced it a little bit and given Bracknell a line out inside our 22 now.
Yeah, the 8th handling error from Bracknell there, just from kind of unforced errors. Not something you typically see from them. Maybe some cold fingers out there.
I mean, I've got cold fingers up here, Tommy, and we've got a booth around us, so... I think also, naturally, when the game is closer, you want to impose yourself on the game, you tense up a bit, and you try and start forcing things, and things don't work. I mean, that's case in point, that again, the Bracknell line-out just not quite functioning as intended. They can't get their rolling maul going, and now they've got to reset.
And Josh Nichol will go in for the compete. Does get pretty good clear out there, only using the one man as well, leaving plenty of players on their feet to go and fill in the next phase. And the big boy, Grattan, rumbling onwards. Aims with a good wrap up. There is space out wide. The wrap round the back, and oh wow, just pushes the pass wide. That is such a shame. Lovely little Sexton loop. Throws the ball, but when you're running sideways and you try and feed the ball kind of with the way that you're going, you can tend to push him, put a bit more on it than you wanted to.
Yeah. Do you know what? Actually, the Bracknell 10 so far has had an absolute stormer. Yeah, I think his footwork's been exceptional. He's read the game really nicely. He's been unfortunate not to have 2 assists already, and both times a pass out to the right wing hasn't quite gone to ham.
Yeah, and he's
done all the hard work.
Something that never shows up in the stat sheet is holding the back 3 accountable with your kicking. All you need to do is hit one kick well, and he did that in the first 5 minutes of the game, and suddenly in Greg's mind, in Lucas's mind all the time is watching his boot just in case he pulls another one out.
Yeah.
And then that opens up things for everybody else on all parts of the park.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good carry from Wellesley, making some metres. Again, another Maids player that's just put himself about all game so far.
Yeah, as Greggy drops in the pocket, but it looked like this one would be a box kick. No Hoyt in the backfield for Bracknell this time, as Prinny can't quite get on it.
That's not the right option there from Maidenhead. We should not be trying to kick that short with 5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, and Bracknell just collect the ball and take it right back to where that was anyway.
Yeah.
Comes out the back, not really numbers on for the attack. That's a lovely boot
option.
if it can get through. And just can't quite collect it. Great option. Lots of space for it. Well read from the winger as well.
Yeah, that's a seriously unlucky turn of events there, because I mean, for all intents and purposes, that's another one that deserved to try.
Yeah, Johnson, who's been a bit of has been using his physicality in most parts of this game with a little deft touch and maybe just not quite the air or the backspin that you need to get on it. It's a very difficult skill to try and make it, if he's not going to be able to catch it, to try and collect it off the bounce, and just not quite coming off.
Yeah, and Phil Wells, our captain, is currently down. Looks like he's probably just reopened a little cut that he picked up last week. His head tape obviously not doing its job, that he's been wearing since 9 a.m. this morning.
I think I said 9 years old.
Yeah, he as I say, I think so far the Maids pack have put themselves about a lot, but Wellesley really has led from the front today. He's been very good so far. Obviously, still early days. There's still 43 minutes or whatever left, but good signs so far. This is actually probably worse for Bracknell than it is for Maidenhead. This little 5-minute break when they're in the ascendancy again, the momentum's with them, just taking all the time out of the game, having to get them cold again, get their fingers cold, all this sort of stuff. I think this plays more into Maidenhead's hands than it does Bracknell's.
Yeah, Maids all have got an update from the ref that there's only a couple minutes left in this. They'll have one thing on their mind right now, which is keeping the door shut and go into half time even.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, going in half time even after the performance that Bracknell have had for the first 40 would be massive.
As well as he's back on his feet, still get a little bit of treatment for Lucas, but the Maidenhead 9 will be back over in no time and we'll be back underway. Feel free to drop a message in the YouTube chat if you want to say one. If you're a Bracknell fan, you can give us some stick. If you're a Maidenhead fan, we always like to hear from you.
Big scrum here from Maids will be important.
And that is a killer.
That's so poor.
And it looks like Nick potentially on his knees as well. Can't quite see what the cause of that was on the replay.
It looks to be Josh Nichol losing his bind and going straight to floor. And I mean, yeah, okay, looking at the replay it does look like that's what's happened, but also you have to ask as a referee, why would the dominant scrum want to collapse the scrum? It's just, for me that's an error, but it's not foul play. It's not I wouldn't have given that a penalty personally, but hey, I'm not the referee.
Yeah, as Bracknell will go middle ball. Good nudge on the initial maul, but it looks like the ball's still clear. Going a bit laterally. If they can splinter off, then it's going to start going really nicely.
Nick's done really well there.
And a big try. You can hear the celebrations on that one. I think very important for the Bracknell team. That.
Yeah, that's an absolute killer for Maids. Like, our own scrum, 5 metres out, and we give away a penalty, and it's led to 7 points. It's just, it builds on the inaccuracy that we've had so far in the game, and not without being too negative. That really is kind of indicative of the season so far. It's it's little key moments that we're losing, and that's leading to quite big scoreline deficits. And although this isn't a big scoreline deficit, it's only 7 points, or what we expect to be 7 points given Hardwick's track record off the boot. But it's more the the momentum going into half time and everything else. If we could have gone in 10-all after the start that Bracknell had, that would have been massive. But we're still very much in this, and the boys will bounce back.
So Hardwick will step up about 5 metres from the sideline. Really nice connection. It looks good. Just drifts wide of the right post.
Do you want a hat? Are you cold?
Oh, no.
Do you want a hat? There's a spare hat. So that's better than it could have been. So 15-10. Still a one-score game, and if Maidenhead can get some points before half-time now, we're still more or less on as even going into the break.
Yeah, that changes the whole mindset for Maids from just try and stay strong to now let's go on the offensive and try and get the momentum for us going into half. That's
an excellent result there for Maids. That's a rare mistake from the exit, where they've really only made about 10 metres, and Maidenhead just outside the 22 have an excellent opportunity here to capitalise.
As Nick will look to feed this one in. Hasn't put too many of these wrong so far today, Nick. And another one that goes straight down to Swinney. Gilly will go through midfield. Nice little step. Gilly. Almost rips off the scrum out of Johnson in the middle.
Yeah, that's a really good carry from Gilly, because he didn't really have much on. And from Tom Marland as well. Tommy Marland is always a physical presence.
Johnny Boy is very isolated.
Gilly's got there now, though.
He does do well. I think James had a thought about going into the ruck and then decided better of it. The short line from Tommy eats the two of them. That one looks like it just has gone forward.
Yeah. Again, we're just forcing that slightly, aren't we? There's just no real need for it. Fantastic collision from Tommy, and he's been stopped at the gain line, but it wasn't particularly dominant from either side, and we're happy to just take that and then reset, ruck, and go from there.
Yeah, always difficult to get the offload away when you've been hit with a two-man tackle. It's kind of the entire purpose of a two-man tackle is to stop you offloading.
Yeah. I think Joshy Nichols is going to be looking to make amends here. So
this would be really, really important if Maidenhead can flip the script here and get one of their own down in this bottom corner.
Yeah.
As War with the puts in. See a couple of heads popping up. Swinney snaps off nice and early. Really good tackle. And Bracknell will call it a half.
Do you know what? That's still not a bad result. I know Maids would have wanted to go in on as even, but 15-10, we're still right in this game. And the one thing Maids probably, just looking at the Bracknell side, have is fitness. We are the smaller side. We enjoy playing our fast rugby, so potentially might manage to get the ascendancy in the next in the last 20 minutes.
Sorry, guys. Oh, he's powering off.
Absolute carnage in the commentary booth. And we'll try and get the ref mic set up again. We lost him about 10 minutes into that, so we'll try and get that sorted. And we will be back after this short commercial break.
I don't know. I think they're bringing beers over for us, but...
for a riveting second half of rugby. We've had half-time refreshments.
We have indeed. Yeah, we've got a couple of chat messages come through just at the end of the half. One, watching the game from Hollis in the USA. Thank you for the live stream. I was a Bracknell skipper from 79 to 81. So yeah, I'm glad we can bring it to you and hope you're enjoying it. And then class half, both sides showing great skill set in moments. Yeah, absolutely. I think this has been a really good standard so far, and I think both teams will be relatively happy with their performances. I think at this stage it's really anyone's game. I would imagine the chat at half time for Maidenhead was, keep applying the pressure for the next 20, see where we're at, and hopefully our skill set and our fitness will be able to finish the game off. But equally, I suspect the Bracknell team talk was along the same lines.
Yep, I would say so. It's good to have you. I bet it's a hell of a lot colder in New Hampshire, John, than it is here. So Maidenhead will have the kick. Interesting to see whether Greggy's told his boys he's going to drop this one short, or whether he'll go for his traditional deeper shot. Looks like they'll be lining up on the right hand side to get us underway. Wellesley stretching his calves, getting ready to do that chase down. Boris is on this sideline with us. He'll be looking to make some yards. Bracknell have been pretty solid off the kick-off receive. A mistake on the far side in the first half, but mostly they've been pretty solid under the high ball.
Yeah,
Greggy will go a bit deeper. This one landing just on the 22, and we're underway.
I think it's interesting that neither side has made any substitutions yet.
And a big boo,
yeah.
and he beats Greggy. The bounce is favourable to the Maidenhead, number 8 and 15, and chases his own kick and makes the tackle on a 10-metre line. Great work and a great start.
Yeah.
Tommy Allen steps inside off the short ball, well wrapped up by the Maidenhead centres. The pick and go,
Isolated,
but does well to make a few yards and gets the quick ruck away.
Oh, well done, Wellesley. It's a fantastic take.
And managed to shovel it in the backfield. There is space. That one come off the boot. Not as nice as he maybe would have liked there. Well,
James Marsh, excellent tackle again. Yeah. He has had an absolute stormer.
Yeah, good to see Marshy really holding his own in this Maidenhead first team. Had a few caps for the twos last year. Played a couple of times for the twos this year, and then has really done well stepping up into the 10 shirt for the ones.
Absolutely, yeah, got man of the match last week and thoroughly deserved it, and I think he's putting in an early claim for that shirt again. Bit of a let off here for Maids actually, because again we defended quite narrow down the left and gave Noah their left winger the opportunity to make a lot of yards, and then just a little knock on at the base of the ruck.
Yeah, and Bracknell continuing where they left off in the first half with little handling mistakes.
Yeah, another one here that I think Maids will be looking to target. Again, they've had the dominant scrum all game. Bracknell have managed to hold it stable for the most part, but I think Joshy here will be looking to see if he can get a little inside shoulder on Brad.
Oh, yeah, Lucas to put the putt into this group hug. Marshy, Ames, Boris, all outside him.
We have got away with one there because the ref had his back turned.
He did, but Lucas gets absolutely melted.
Yeah, but I think he'll take the ball rather than the knock on.
Yeah. Does well to get on his feet and get to the next phase.
No, Elio, there's numbers, mate.
Stay free, stay. Well done.
That's a good carry from Joshua, but great tackle.
Yeah, comes out, reads it nicely, sees the big man in the line, comes out and makes a tackle and makes a dominant one as well. And
Drew's in a bit of space here. Excellent carry again from Drew. Always makes meters. Lovely carry from Nick Riding.
Good tackle, because he did went to ground very early there. Josh Nickel running the out the back line.
Excellent work,
to see.
Josh.
Well, it's a
Off
good
his feet.
Yeah, it does well to kind of just pull him into the ruck to lose his back.
Yeah. Oh, that's a high tackle.
Oh, Jesus,
It's in the face as well. Yeah, that's got to be further sanction, I would imagine. We'll have a listen to the ref, but
come off?
Yeah, just like a twinge a bit hard.
Watching that back.
That's pretty. It's just. I know it's an accident, but he's at no stage has he dipped his height. He's hit him in the head. It's just got to be further sanctioned. You cannot have that in the game with the player safety regs that we've got at the moment.
Yeah, it's a strange one. Arm immediately came up for the pen, and it's interesting that you really can't give a pen for that without
A yellow.
without giving a yellow. If it's head-to-head contact, it's almost always a yellow. I think the TMO would definitely have about 85 looks at that if that was in a Prem game.
I mean, look, like
Tommy looks to be okay, which is the
that's
main
the main thing. Yeah. And again, it's not malicious. It's just you know, sometimes in these challenges you get almost a bit lazy and you set your height way too high and you make no attempt to dip. And if you put yourself in that position, you're gonna hit them in the head, and at that point you open yourself up to sanctions.
Thanks.
Marshy demanding the ball from his 9 there, saying this is mine. We'll see it. Is it going to come off the top? It will.
Maids have got to do better there to stop their 6 from doing that. He's done it twice now, and the Maidenhead back lifter. Oh, great carry, Josh Nichol. The Maidenhead back lifter has to do better to close that gap and not leave it there for him.
A sloppy attack from Maids there, really. That one did go back, so Greggy will carry on. That one looks a bit seatbelt tackle as well. Goes unpunished. Great fend.
Fend is excellent there. Maids are, they're not quite hitting their straps, but they are still making meters and they are still picking gaps.
Nowhere to go for Greggy there, and he'll get wrapped up quite easily.
I think where Maids are maybe struggling slightly in attack is they've not got those hard runners off the sinker, so there's no option there other than the out the back.
On that one, not entirely sure what he was thinking there. Flies completely offside. It would be a penalty advantage. Lucas with a little nudge in behind. Oh, and it actually
nearly worked.
It's
really well.
weighted beautifully. Come back from the pen. You'd think Greggy would potentially take the points here.
Yeah, it's a tough one, right? Because our lineouts work fairly well. We haven't. It's been a bit scrappy at times, but generally. Generally it's always been it's always functioned, and you know we could have an opportunity at 7 rather than 3, but then we are so early in the game in the second half that 3 probably makes sense.
I think you just take what you can get in these situations. You see so often teams try and go for it all, and realistically if you just keep the scoreboard ticking over, I think the key thing when you've got a reliable kicker is you get the ball back.
Yeah.
So you can go from this point, if you get a good carry and a good breakaway from the kickoff, you can be right back exactly with the ball where you are in 3 phases time. Yeah,
very true, very true. I guess the other thing to factor in is that the ref appears to be fairly cognizant of the fact that Bracknell have impinged a few times now in their half. So the other argument maybe for going for the corner is that you can maybe apply some more pressure, maybe get that man off the pitch and, you know, hopefully utilise that 10 minutes to your advantage. But as it stands, we took the 3 and it's now 13-15.
Yep, the second penalty from number 15, Greg Smith, sponsored by Braxton right here in Maidenhead. This one is a very, very deep kick. Gets hold of it really nicely. Forces Lucas to go deep back. Great kick.
And he's knocked it on the floor.
And he's knocked it on the floor.
That's an excellent kick chase from George Swin.
And you could hear the thunderous footsteps of Swinney coming to get him, and got caught in 2 minds whether to attack, whether to sidestep, whether to kick it back. All became too much for him and chucked it on the floor.
Swinney stepping up for, I think it's his 4th first team cap, but he's come on leaps and bounds as a player, and he's a real athlete. You saw there his turn of speed. He's probably one of the quickest on the pitch, playing in the back row, and he's a real dog around the park. So very nice to see him stepping up into the first team colours. Yeah,
and Bulteel, the Bracknell 15, will be looking to make amends. Bracknell with the 4 flat, 2 in the back. A bit pass kind of on the back hip of Marshy there. Doesn't really get the go forward. Greggy goes for the loop. Boris will step back inside. Gets wrapped up nicely by Johnson. Good clear out from the Maidenhead backs as well.
Oh, it's killing us.
Oh, and another...
It's frustrating there because we are just killing ourselves a little bit, and it's a rare mistake from Lucas. He's been so good all game.
Yeah, Bracknell get one of their own back on the little fumbles. Give something their crowd to jeer about as we get the first substitution of the game. Looks like it's number 16 coming on for Henderson. Henderson leaving the pitch and being replaced with, I don't know, I didn't get the subs names.
I will tell you now, hang on. Number 16 is Clarkson. That's a fantastic shove from Maids, but no, the second shove wasn't quite there.
And
great take from Greg.
Some serious speed on that kick, so not easy when they don't fly like that to collect. So Greggy does well, gives the ball inside to Gilly. Gilly keeps hold of the ball. Bracknell a little slow to get back there. Referee definitely having a look at the offside, deciding there's nothing doing. Fantastic steal.
Yes, excellent.
Oh no.
Okay, Tommy and I both saw that differently. Yeah, maybe, but he's given the penalty for not releasing the tackle player, but. And actually, no, on replay, he didn't release the tackle player. That's actually a very good decision.
Yeah, I mean, it's always... I find those hard. It's... You know, you always want to try and compete. It's like, who defines what a release technically is? There was a gap between his hands and the player. But,
yeah, I don't know.
But when his hands don't come... Yeah, when they don't come all the way off, then you give the referee a choice to make.
Yeah.
If you make it super clear, you show the ref your hands before going for the ball, then the ref can't possibly ping you for it.
Yeah, so. I think the other point to note is that because he was part of the tackle situation, the ref is always going to be a bit hotter on it. It's different if he's a player that arrives later.
And Greggy will drive this one through, and when you have a kicker like that, flashbacks and nightmares Greg Smith is providing to this Bracknell team.
So for those of you that aren't aware, Greg won the game for us against Bracknell and Jersey last year with the last kick of the game. So he has history.
As well as he'll field the collection. Does a good carry, brings it just outside the 22.
Oh, he's done so well to offload that.
Gets his hands free and manages to get it away. Shame for Bracknell. They'll definitely think twice when playing in midfield, going for balls like that. And they know the referee's hot on them now.
Oh, that looked like it was offside to me, but the ref's not giving it.
Yeah, referee happy with it. Nick Abrashvili goes for the steal, does not quite there. Nice little tip on, he is isolated, does well to stay on his feet for an extra second and let his support get there. Bracknell get numbers around the corner, this one will be a sky ball.
That's a great kick. Puts Greg under a lot of pressure here.
Yeah, and
Greg, he gets melted.
Yeah. Really good play. Oh, and it's a steal as well.
What a steal.
Fantastic
That's
turnover.
An excellent turnover.
Does he have the footwork to beat it? Does well as he stepping inside. Really good fend as well. And the 9 gets there. Fantastic from War.
It's just
big bundle through the gap.
Panicked. What's the advantage for?
And I think he's going to give it for Josh Nichol being offside. There's about 5 Bracknell players lining up out wide. That one would be a forward pass, but they'd be back for... Is he going to call Joshy offside there?
No, not rolling.
Wow. And a bit of excitement to get these Bracknell players fired up after falling behind for the first time in the game. They answer really, really well.
Did you go for the 3 here, Tommy?
I don't think so. Not when it's not a sure thing. Yeah. We've seen him push a conversion wide from the sideline. Okay. When 10 meters wide of the post is kind of just not worth the risk.
And it looks like a little trick play. Nice tackle from Nick Riding. Oh, and a fantastic turnover. I can't see who it is, but I think it's Elio Mandozi. Yeah, Elio, the Centurion, with a clutch turnover.
Yeah, really, really important. War, the Bracknell 9, not happy with it because he did manage to get the ball out.
That is a superb turnover from Elio, though, under massive pressure.
Yeah.
So he keeps his feet, keeps his weight on his feet, and it's a really, really, really great turnover.
And a good clearance as well. Gets it clear of the 22. That's all you want when you get a clearance ball from your own 5. It has to leave the 22. That's exactly what Marshy does there.
Yeah. So I think this comes back to what you were saying earlier, though, Tommy. Like when you've got the opportunity to maybe take points, you don't have to win the game right now. I mean, Maids have still got to exit here, but
yeah, and that very
great
deep
footwork
pass
from James.
Yeah, it does well because took that 5 metres back from the line, so gives the chance for them to make something happen, but they don't. Lucas will look to box kick this one. He's been pretty good off the box so far.
He has, yeah.
Oh, gets very close to being blocked. That one's a little
great kick.
Gilly
could have been more aggressive there.
Yeah, I think Gilly being a bit passive. There is space. Drew does really well. The pass wasn't quite as accurate as it needed to be, but Drew gets run over on the sideline. Do Maidenhead get back on side? Referee's happy with it.
Great shot, Nick Riding. Yeah,
that's what you need after a really strong carry, is to come up with the second tackle as a dominant one. The no-look pass when nobody else cares, like it. And they'll keep going same way.
Shot from both Wellesley and Boris there.
Yeah, Boris taking the low one and Wellesley throwing his weight in. Kick step back
Nickel
inside.
With a great tackle as well.
That's a shame. That is a shame. It's a lovely little nudge, well collected from Boris.
See, that's slightly frustrating there, because Josh has rolled east to west as you should, and he's rolled into the 9, who's absolutely milked it, and the ref's given it a penalty. Now, I don't know what the ref would prefer there. Would he prefer him to roll north to south and roll into their support players? It just doesn't make much sense to me.
Yeah, it's smart play from Ward though. It's a clever 9 play. It's kind of what you want your 9 to be doing. It's to be the clumsiest player on the pitch, banging into everybody, hitting passes off everybody to try and milk as many cheap turnovers and cheap pens that you can get. So yeah, good play from the Bracknell 9 there.
Yeah, very true, very true. We have a substitution, Jay Kuhn on for Nick Abramashvili.
So you'll spot Jay's slender frame and blue scrum out at the back of this line.
Very slender frame now. Need pizza. Need to feed him some more.
I don't know about that. The tip down off the top runs right through his own line. Maidenhead can't possibly get the tackle in because the entire Bracknell line is there, but referee happy with no blockers. This one will be a little short tip. John Boy does a good shot, holds him up nicely, does get to ground. They'll go back the other way. It'll be a really nice miss pass. The Bracknell hooker not backing himself to take Boris on one-on-one on the out wide. It's a hooker's dream, that, I believe.
Yeah, I'd be licking my lips out in that wide channel there.
And he'll get off his feet and go and stand and get chalk on his boots once again, waiting for it, telling his winger to get out of his way. They'll come through short. And it just can't reach the line.
Tackle.
Yeah, Tommy Marlin does well to hold him back. Pressure continuing to build.
Yeah. Ominous signs here for Maids, because Bracknell are banging on the door repeatedly.
They are indeed, and Maids need to push wide. This one's just going to be a huge launch wide, and a walk in.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about in the first half, and I'm not gonna call him out specifically, but we are defending way too narrow, and that there. Boris has had to turn 3 or 4 times over his right shoulder to get back to the winger, and he just needs to hold his feet and hold his width a little bit better. It's very much, Boris has played a lot of 7s, and I think his natural defence is similar to a 7's defence, where you try and catch that pass off, cut that pass off before it gets there. But just with the system that we have and the way Bracknell like to play, I think you've got to hold your width.
Yeah, Bracknell threw that ball attack down that wide channel about 5 times.
Yeah.
And eventually it was going to work with the way that, and everything didn't switch up the defence. Really nice ball, lovely seed, and a walk-in finish.
And a great kick.
Fantastic conversion as well. That is really, really important in a game like this that potentially could come down to fine margins. And when you have a kicker like Greggy, who likes to take 3 points whenever he can, every conversion is really important. So that's a fantastic kick.
See what we do here. Great. I imagine we will go deep. Yeah, just go deep, pin them down here, make them exit, see if they make a mistake, which they haven't. That is a fantastic return. Really, hang on. What? No, that's just absolute rubbish. The ball was nowhere near out. Gilly slapped it back, and they've given it a line out, but.
A line out to Bracknell.
To Bracknell, yeah, that's so poor. But hey, it is what it is. I've got a pretty good view because I'm slightly behind the pitch, so I can see it very well. Yeah.
So when he goes to the contest, good claim, really solid hands. War marshalling his players, getting them outside him. And there needs to be a response from Maidenhead to this constant pressure. You would think another try could be nailing the coffin time.
Yeah, it's just again we've gone back to being a fraction frantic. I mean, it's because we haven't had the ball, which doesn't help. But we just feel like we're rushing and we're not making our shots and we're falling off tackle. Yeah, it's just gone back to being a bit frantic.
Yeah, lovely step inside from Hardwick there.
There we go. That's a fantastic shot, Nick Riding. And another penalty.
Penalty count starting to rack up in the past 20 minutes we made.
Yeah, it's given a high tackle. I didn't see who it was, but yeah, slightly frustrating signs because it's all come from a kick that, from my eyes, didn't actually go into touch. But and now Bracknell are 15 metres out with a great opportunity to score, and they've been very, very good in this area. So we could very well be 27, 29, 27, 29, 16 down, and I don't think that's a really fair reflection. To be honest, I think Bracknell have had us under pressure, but I don't think we should be 2 scores down.
Yeah, 20 minutes to go in this half. And Bracknell with all the momentum and all the pressure at this moment in time. Maidenhead needs something special to try and get them out of this hole that they're in currently.
Yeah,
referee happy that the ball's still rumbling. Not sure where the ball actually is, and wasn't in the breakaway group.
Kill it. No.
And it looks like probably Jay.
That could be a yellow card.
For that. Yeah, it could be. Really, really good steal from Gilly.
I suspect we could be seeing some cheese coming out.
Penalty says an attacking.
Yeah, it's a yellow card. That's an absolute killer. Sorry, we're being deafened by the ref mic. I can't see whether it's a whether it's a cynical infringement or not from where I am, but to give away a penalty when Bracknell have got the momentum rolling towards the try line, you're always risking that yellow card, and I think that's just made things a lot harder for Maidenhead, and now they have to defend them all because I suspect Bracknell will be going to the corner again, because I don't see why they would do anything else.
Yeah, you'd also think that Mobsy's going to have to look at bringing Nick back on.
Yeah.
To replace his front row that he's just lost. It looks like John's making his way off.
Yeah, it's just again, it's just inaccuracy. It's a combination of factors where we've allowed Bracknell to build a head of steam and to get themselves into this sort of position. If you think, like, each time Bracknell have scored, it's come from a Maidenhead penalty. We had the one just before half time with the scrum penalty, then we had that one, the last try just scored then came from a penalty, went to the corner, then they had another penalty, and then eventually they broke the line, and now again it's unfortunately looking fairly likely that Bracknell will have a very good opportunity to score again.
Yeah, I think Jay can't have too many. I don't think Jay can have too many grievances about that, especially when he watches it back.
Yeah.
Sticks out like a sore thumb when you see a blue scrum out chopping the ball carrier as it goes. So
yeah,
Maidenhead will have to try and bounce back. Yeah, pleasure to have you all on board. Always nice to have lots of members from the club watching the senior boys, and hopefully there's some future first teamers in Hungary watching it right now.
Absolutely. We're 86 of you watching, so good to have you all here. And Bracknell get a very good maul set, and Maidenhead are just too high here. Their body height is really, really high.
And the ball does come loose. It looks like it was a breakaway, so we'll have a ruck and we'll carry on playing. The pick and goes will go. It's a really good first carry. Good chop off
tackle.
The line, yeah. There's a lot of space again. Boris.
And another great tackle.
Boris should be scanning wide, yeah. Just has a little check of where his winger is.
Yeah.
Yeah, good finish.
Yeah, again, Maidenhead will look back on this and they'll rue their penalty count, because we really... Sorry, I'm going to wait for the very annoying klaxon to stop and then I'll talk. So as I was saying, Maids have just killed themselves a little bit here, because we were right in this game all along, and now it's one. Well, I would be very shocked if he misses this. So it's going to be 29-16 with 15 to go and 14 men on the park. It's now looking like a really uphill battle, and you know, stranger things have happened, but our penalty count has been far too high for us to stay in this game.
Yeah, try there for O'Connor, the Bracknell outside centre. Had a good game today, the two scrum-matted centre partnership in green. They just not doing anything too flashy, nice and physical, kept the ball nicely, kept the Maidenhead centres especially quiet.
Yeah, they've been very good, and actually I think you can extend that across most of the Bracknell backline, to be honest. I think they've been very, very dangerous, showed great skill set, and have won most of their collisions, which is kind of what you want.
Yeah, be interesting to see how Maids react. Is this going to be a case of the game just drifts and gets away from them, or are we going to see some kind of fight back? Lovely little flick on, does well, because that isn't a knock on.
That's a turnover,
yeah,
though.
Lucas does fantastically well. He knew the big challenge was coming as well. Tucked himself under, and there is space if he can get through the middle. I mean, that is just absolutely electric. Wow, unbelievable pace.
Lucas Norton, that is pretty special.
Yeah.
To get the turnover, get the ball back in your hands, and then have the wherewithal to take the quick tap and beat your man. Wow, that's some finish.
Not bad at 18 years old, eh?
Yeah. I don't know what else you can say about the man. Like, that's unbelievable.
I will say, a great chase down from Hardwick, the Bracknell 10. Showed a really clean pair of heels to catch up to Lucas, but Lucas gets a strong fend out, and
yeah, and again, apparently I have to tell Swinney to make more tackles. He won't thank me for saying that, but there we are. Greggy just pulls it to the left there, so it is unfortunately still an 8-point game, but back on, as the chat has said. Yeah, what a try.
Yeah, 8 points. Suddenly, as we said earlier, those conversions become very, very important. 8 points is always tough, because do you try and take a pen when you can to even it up so you can try and go for the last try? Do you try and get the try as early as possible and then you can win it on the pen?
Yeah, I mean, I think you've got to roll the dice and allow yourself the opportunity to win it with a penalty. I think that's my gut feel, because penalties are far easier to come by than tries are, especially against this Bracknell defence.
Yeah, I think we're about 5 minutes left on the yellow. Obviously that try evening up the scores during this yellow card period. Oh, and Swinney can't quite get up there and nick it. Bracknell will go for another maul. Really good counter shove.
Yeah.
An unconventional way to get the ball out of the maul, but it works all the same.
Come on. That's a great option.
Yeah, Bracknell with a little chip over the top.
Yeah, really good option there from the 9.
Pretty getting caught in the line there, and Greggy was kind of thinking they were going to go open. The little switch blind catches him, maybe a step central.
Yeah.
And that's the outcome. Not quite in the 5, maybe 10 or so meters out from the Maidenhead try line.
Yeah. I think, again, this is going to be a big test here, because Dan Barber is not a regular line-out thrower. Hopefully we can secure our own ball. Just about.
Oh, great collection from Lucas.
Well done, Lucas, again.
Bang, see you later.
Has been electric in this second half. I mean, he's been electric all game, but this second half he's really, really been a point of difference.
And the referee happy with the ball being out. Bracknell come round the corner. They do well to not let that get loose. Nick Ryden will try and give us some breathing room.
It's a great carry from Nick, and we are lucky.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just unfortunately been the story of the last 40 minutes, really.
Yeah, the ball just kind of got away from Nick on the ground there, skews a bit forward, and then we just try and shovel it back, but play the ball on the ground
as well, Tommy.
I think I would as well.
Yeah,
8 points up when you force this to a 2-try game makes a big difference, especially mentality-wise as well.
And unfortunately stops us from getting a bonus point unless we score again. It's at least if we got a penalty right now, we would get a bonus point. But at the moment, that's looking less and less likely as the minutes tick by.
Yeah, so Hardwick will step up for his first penalty of the day. Oh no, he got one earlier. Second penalty of the day.
We've been well all week as well, so maybe you should get man often if he plays rugby with man flu. So now 30-21. 2-try game now.
Really important that Maids come with an attacking mindset right now.
Yeah. 9 minutes is still a long time.
Yep.
And the first thing we've got to do is score again, get that bonus point. So we're within 7, and then see where we are, see how much time is left, and anything can happen in a game of rugby.
And Greggy swapping sides, going to the left-hand side this time, puts it right down Ward's throat. This one will come from Hardwick, nice and deep. Done a substitution on the Bracknell left wing. Looks like we've got number 21 on the pitch at the moment. Greggy sees the space there.
Excellent kick. That's an excellent kick from Greg. Really, really nice kick from Greg. And now we can apply some big pressure at the line out. And I think the yellow card should be up relatively soon.
Bultiel a little slow to get over to his corner there, and Greggy spotted it. It's always a nice game of chess between 15s. That time Greggy coming out on top.
Yeah, so Bracknell playing a 5-man line out here, so options here for Swinney to get up and get that ball. He is an exceptional line-out jumper, so I'm hoping we can apply some pressure and win the ball back inside, deep inside the Bracknell half.
It's easy to be a line-out jumper when you're 60 kilos drenched wet through, isn't it?
Very true.
And Nick tries to just get up on his own and competes quite well. Good, and the Bracknell splinter off. Dan Barber with a good tackle.
It was a good shot from Dan. I thought he stripped the ball as well.
Makes the second one as well. Nice little carry through the gap there from Bracknell, just giving yourself an extra couple of metres to push the even further.
He does it a lot, Hoyt. It's something that he's done lots and lots of times when I've played against him.
Yeah, really, really good work from Boris there. Bang!
He is seriously tough, Boris. He's just bounced off a hooker and he's not the biggest guy in the world.
Well, and Gilly gets away with just about nearly Bracknell going for the intercept, not quite getting there. And Gilly, not an uncommon sight, is down.
Again, we're just killing ourselves here. Again, we're just forcing it. We didn't really need to do that. We had gain line ball, and we could have quite easily just set the ruck, blitz through the ruck, got quick ball, and played again. But here we are again with Bracknell in possession on halfway, and it's unfortunately the story of the half so far. Thanks very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the commentary, and yes, we hate the klaxon as much as you do. Yeah, it's there's a question in here saying I bet this is a tough watch, and yeah, it's frustrating because we're doing so many things right, and it's the small errors that are killing us. And we all look back on this, and Bracknell have played very well, and they're a very good side, but they haven't done anything spectacular.
Yeah, that's the Sexton loop working brilliantly on that occasion from the 9. You don't see the 9s run that line very often, and wasn't exactly tracked and finds the 2-on-1, exactly what you run that move for. So Bracknell haven't done anything massively spectacular. They've been very solid and very good, but Maids will look back on this and think they've possibly thrown one away. Although we've got the ball back with a line out opportunity, but we're going to have to attack from deep here with probably about 4 minutes left on the clock. Yeah, and that's the yellow back on as well. Nick will make his way back off the pitch, go and put his feet up again, as Jay will get set. Jay is hooking actually.
So Nick Abramashvili off.
Yeah.
Proper substitution today. Was it a proper substitution? No.
So I think the only change left on the Maidenhead sideline is Callum Pitfield.
And Moscow, Josh Moscadini.
And Josh, yes.
I don't actually think Callum Pitfield is on the team sheet. I believe he's on standby for if we picked up an injury. I think our bench was Jacon, Josh Moscadini and Dan Barber.
Yeah, I think you're right. So interesting to see if we'll see Joshy come on and maybe offer something different. A great distributor.
And an experienced head as well. I think he's nursing a bit of an old knee. So I think I'm not sure he's 100% fit, which is probably why we haven't seen him yet.
Yeah. So Maynard another chance to launch an attacking platform.
Yes. Elio getting the better of Grattan in the scrum there.
Wow, and the Bracknell hooker having a word with the ref there, not happy with that call, and a shake of the head as he goes away. Walters had a good game.
He has had a very good game.
Yeah.
He's a very solid hooker.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's just made of a boulder. If you were to draw what you would want a rugby hooker, level 5 hooker to look like, it would look like that.
Yeah. Interestingly, the tight head is very, very tall, and I wonder if that's why Elio's maybe got a bit of change out of it, because Elio's a very squat human being, and it means it's easier for him to get under. Great, well tidied up by Dan Barber there, and he's made some good meters.
Good carry from Nickel as well, latched onto by his front row partner Jay Coon.
Oh, no way!
And Elio actually thought that he was going to get a penalty for being tackled without the ball there.
That's such a poor decision. That the Bracknell 6 has taken Elio out off the ball, not affected the tackle in any way. It's just mindless.
Well collected from Boris. But he's gone. I
He's
mean,
done well there.
unbelievable step back inside. I was thinking, what the hell are you doing going blind on your own there? But does really, really well.
Go on, Nicky.
And Marshy
Here
will
we
get
go.
it away.
Look,
Tommy Marlin.
Give it to Drew. Oh, go on, Tommy.
Oh, he just can't quite get it on the outside. A really good tackle. Tommy Marlin making a lot of meters. There's a lot of space on this right wing.
And
If
Nick
Marshy can
Riding
get his
again
eyes up.
carrying as well.
Space has gone now. It'll come out of the back. And I think that's
It's just not
phase
not the
too
option.
late.
Yeah.
It's a phase too late, that kick.
Again, this is killing the clock, unfortunately. We don't really have the luxury of pinning them down in territory, needing 2 scores to win the game. It's okay if there's no man there, but now they get the option to kick it back because we've just kicked it inside the 22, and it's a very easy return for them.
And that is a great kick.
Fantastic kick.
Greggy will just play this, but that is a really good distance on that.
Yeah,
and that's a bit of a sloppy pass out to Drew, but Drew will go head first, as he always does.
But again now, Maidenhead are behind the halfway line, and they've got to really start forcing things.
And that's one way to get the crowd amped up. Nick Ryder with a great challenge. Shrugs off the defender, and we go. Marshy pulls it. It's through the hole. He has Tommy Marland outside. Lucas inside. Oh, and he tries the stab in behind. Doesn't quite come off. Lucas does collect. Oh, and he slips over. Well wrapped up. Brighton will get back in, but Maidenhead knocking on the door 5 metres out. The pick and go doesn't quite make the line, and we continue marching. This is a really important moment in this game for Maidenhead now.
If we score here, we've got the option.
Gilly goes on his own. He does get over the back. It's fantastic finish, and that is such an important try and such an important moment in this entire season, never mind this game for Maidenhead.
We think there's about 60 seconds left. Our clock is red.
That was Gilly, right?
It was Gilly, yeah. Our game clock has gone red, but we haven't allocated for any stoppage time or anything like that, so I imagine there's about a minute left once the conversion is taken, so I think we will have time for the kickoff.
Yeah, Gilly, who does tend to go into those challenges, was a little bit isolated, so did really well to actually stay tall, go over the top of the finish, and yeah, dot the ball down for his second try of the game.
I come back to your point earlier. This could be flashbacks and nightmares for Bracknell. Greg Smith has history for this, and we are now within 1 score. This could be a very, very, very good finish. If Maidenhead can secure the kick-off and get some... We don't have the luxury of kicking now, so we have to run this from deep. But we've managed to find some holes in the Bracknell defence, and I think the boys will be backing themselves here to find another hole.
Yeah, all from a fantastic breakaway from the young Maidenhead 10. Pulled the ball, had a look in the backfield, had a look wide, decided it wasn't much on, so just went straight through the hole. Questionable decision to try and stab it into the backfield, but it came off. Lucas collected well, and the Maidenhead stayed strong, stayed thoughtful, and Gilly gets the finish. And after all of that, wow, and now Bracknell have a chance. You would expect that they will not kick this ball off the park in this situation.
I wouldn't have thought so, because they can stop us getting a bonus point, and when the game is so tight, the league is so tight, anyone can beat anyone. You just heard the call of Batesy ball there from Maidenhead. Now, I can give you some information that means they are going for this scrum absolutely hell for leather. 8-man shove, and hopefully they will get the penalty that they got last time.
Yeah, Bracknell, who already do have a 4-try bonus point, so that won't be on their mind, but they'll be thinking, how can we best ruin the party? And the feed is good, strong base, ball comes out quite quickly. It'll be nice loop.
Oh no.
Oh, and Boris has got to stay wide. And it's a brilliant finish. Tommy Marland appealing for a touchline call, which he's never going to get.
No, he's not. The ref's given it, and that's an absolute dagger for Maidenhead. They've basically just cost themselves a bonus point and a chance of winning the game from errors.
Yeah, it's a really tidy finish. They've run that Sexton loop 5 or 6 times, and every single time they've gained ground, and and it's worked well. That time Boris getting just not trusting his inside man to be able to make the tackle. When you've got an inside man like Tommy Marland, you should be trusting him. That man could.
He does not miss tackles usually.
Yeah, that man could tackle an ox. And you've just got to realise that you've a strong winger, a good finisher outside of you, and as the winger, it's your job to stop that opposite man, and that is a great kick as well. And that one will be curtains on this.
Yeah, I mean,
exasperation from the Maidenhead players.
That's a real dagger for Maids. We've as a group spoken about how important the bonus points are, and we've spoken about how we've got to come away with something even if we lose, and to get the bonus point try and have an opportunity to win the game and then just not catch the kickoff. And I know everyone makes mistakes. Lucas has been fantastic all game, so he can hold his head high. I know it was him that dropped the ball, but it's just a bit indicative of the season that Maids have been having, unfortunately. And it's good to see the boys getting round Lucas, actually, because he's going to feel horrendous after that. But it's not his fault by any stretch. It's just very indicative of where we're at right now. And some great signs, some great performances. Actually, that's probably a good time to discuss man of the match rather than me whinging about us not getting a bonus point.
Yeah, I think there's a clear one. Had a great first half, made a hell of a lot of meters. Was a bit quiet at the start of the second, but then grabs his second try, seals the game. I think that Cannon, number 11, the left winger.
Yeah.
I think he had a brilliant game, was a threat the entire. There was plenty of mentions in the pack as well. I thought War at 9 had a great game as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hardwick, I think War, and I think Cannon would be my 3 picks. From a Maids perspective, I think Lucas had a stormer. I think Nick Riding was full of energy as always, and I think he put on a really great performance. I think we have to go with Lucas for Maids, though, don't we, Tom?
I believe so. Yeah. I mean, an absolutely electrifying try that I think it was more important than just the points on there.
Yeah.
Because that turned into a Marshy breakaway, it turned into the Gilly try, it turned into some belief.
Yeah.
And I think it was kind of a catalyst towards the end, and then it was kind of just it was yin and yang karma that it had to be him that did the fumble. The one that kind of created the chance had to be the one that saw it kind of nicked away. But I mean, look, there's a lot of positives there, and I think the boys will be gutted. But that was not an easy win for Bracknell at all, and that's a team that's flying high this season. Yeah, they're doing well. I mean, I don't think anybody watching this game can say that Bracknell didn't deserve the win. Linked play together really nicely. Made meters when they had to make meters. Made tackles when they had to make tackles. A few cracks in that. I think if you're anyone else in the league that Bracknell are breathing down the neck of, and you watch that game, you'd think that there are cracks in this Bracknell team that can be exploited. And so we'll see what is next. It has been an absolute pleasure bringing this to you from Leachy and myself. We'll be back in the new year. We're off to go and have some Christmas festivities, as you can see. And we hope to have you all back again.
Yeah, thanks guys. Have a good evening, and hope you enjoyed the show.